Hello, ladies, and welcome to our new video series. I'm Cinder Enlow from heavenlyplace.com, and we're going to spend the next 52 weeks reading through the Bible in only 5 days a week. If you've ever wanted to read through the Bible in a year and haven't, you're going to love this reading plan. We'll keep our reading short and doable as we go through each book. So let's get started. Hello, ladies, and welcome back to week 26 of our one-year Bible reading plan. We're actually halfway through the year, if you can believe that. Last week we did miss day 5, which was Song of Solomon 1 through 4, but I'm going to try to insert it here with this reading, which was supposed to be Song of Solomon 5 through 8. So we're going to do chapters 1 through 8. So there are, I guess, 3 primary interpretations of the Song of Solomon, which is also known as the Song of Songs, which means it's the song above all the other songs. But some see it as an allegory. From the Jewish perspective, it depicts the love between God and his chosen people, Israel. And then from the Christian perspective, it depicts the love between God and the church. And then the second theory is taken literally, which is just how you read it, the celebration of human love between a man and a woman. And some say that King Solomon is the main man there and the woman, and others say that it's a shepherd boy or a shepherd and the woman, and the King Solomon has come to take the woman for his wife, but she decides to go back with the shepherd. But then there's a third interpretation that says that it's a little bit of both the allegorical and the literal, which sees the Song of Solomon as both the literal celebration of human life and the typological representation of divine love. In this view, the love between the man and the woman in this poem serves as a type of foreshadowing for the greater love between God and his people, firstly Israel and then the church. And this interpretation allows for, the dual understanding of the text. But anyway, as we read through the book today, you get to decide which way you want to believe. And I will say that I heard prominent preachers who believe all these scenarios. So I think scholars have probably just come to the conclusion to agree to disagree. But let's start our reading today with chapter 1 of the Song of Solomon. Song of Solomon 1. The Song of Songs, the best of songs which is Solomon's. May he kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is better than wine. The aroma of your oils is fragrant and pleasing. Your name is perfume poured out. Therefore the maidens love you. Draw me away with you, and let us run together. Let the king bring me into his chambers. We will rejoice and be glad in you. We will remember and extol your love, more sweet and fragrant than wine. Rightly do they love you. I am deeply tanned but lovely, O daughters of Jerusalem. I am dark like the tents of the Bedouins of Kedar, like the beautiful curtains of Solomon. Do not gaze at me because I am deeply tanned. I have worked in the sun, it has left its mark on me. My mother's sons were angry with me. They made me keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard I have not kept. Tell me, O you whom my soul loves, where do you pasture your flock? Where do you make it lie down at noon? For why should I be like one who is veiled beside the flocks of your companions? If you do not know where your lover is, O you fairest among women, run along, follow the tracks of the flock, and pasture your young goats by the tents of the shepherds. To me, my love, you are like my favorite mare among the chariots of Pharaoh. Your cheeks are lovely with ornaments, your neck with strings of jewels. We will make for you chains and ornaments of gold, studded with beads of silver. While the king was at his table, my perfume sent forth his fragrance surrounding me. My beloved is to me like a pouch of myrrh, which lies all night between my breasts. My beloved is to me a cluster of henna flowers in the fragrant vineyards of Engaddi. Behold how beautiful you are, my darling. Behold how beautiful you are. Your eyes are dove's eyes. Behold how fair and handsome you are, my beloved, and so delightful. Our arbor is green and luxuriant. The beams of our houses are cedars. Our rafters and panels are cypresses. Song of Solomon 2. I am the rose of the plain of Sharon, the lily of the valleys that grows in deep places. Like the lily among the thorns, so are you, my darling, among the maidens. Like an apple tree, rare and welcome among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the young men. In his shade I took great delight and sat down, and his fruit was sweet and delicious to my palate. He has brought me to his banqueting place, and his banner over me is love, waving overhead to protect and comfort me. Sustain me in raisin cakes, refresh me with apples, because I am sick with love. Let his left hand be under my head, and his right hand embrace me. I command that you take an oath, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by the does of the field which run free, that you do not rouse nor awaken my love until she pleases. Listen, my beloved, behold, he comes, climbing on the mountains, leaping and running on the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Behold, he is standing behind our wall. He is looking through the windows. He is gazing through the lattice. My beloved speaks and says to me, Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. For behold, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth once again, the time for singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree has budded and ripens her figs, and the vines are in blossom and give forth their fragrance. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away, to climb the rocky steps of the hillside. O my dove, here in the cliffs and the rock, in the sheltered and secret place of the steep pathway, let me see your face, let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet and your face is lovely. Catch the foxes for us, the little foxes that spoil and ruin the vineyards of love, while our vineyards are in blossom. My beloved is mine and I am his. He pastures his flock among the lilies, until the cool of the day when the shadows flee away. Return quickly, my beloved, and be like a gazelle, or a young stag on the mountains of Bether, which separates us. Song of Solomon 3. On my bed, night after night, I dreamed that I sought the one whom my soul loves. I sought him, but did not find him. I said, So I must arise now and go out into the city, into the streets, and into the squares, places I do not know. I must seek him whom my soul loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. The watchmen who go around the city found me, and I said, Have you seen him whom my soul loves? Scarcely had I passed them when I found him whom my soul loves. I held on to him and would not let him go, until I had brought him to my mother's house, and into the chamber of her who conceived me. I command that you take an oath, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by the does of the field, that you do not rouse nor awaken my love until she pleases. What is this coming from the wilderness, like stately pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all the fragrant powders of the merchant? Behold, it is the couch of Solomon, 60 mighty men around it, of the mighty men of Israel. All of them handle the sword, all expert in war. Each man has his sword at his thigh, guarding against the terrors of the night. King Solomon has made himself a palanquin from the cedar wood of Lebanon. He made its posts of silver, its back of gold, its seat of purple cloth, the interior lovingly and intricately wrought by the daughters of Jerusalem. Go forth, O daughters of Zion, and gaze on King Solomon wearing the crown, with which his mother Bathsheba has crowned him, on the day of his wedding, on the day of his gladness of heart. Song of Solomon 4. How fair and beautiful you are, my darling, how very beautiful. Your eyes beyond your veil are like those of a dove. Your hair is like the shimmering black fleece of a flock of Arabian goats. They have descended from Mount Gilead beyond the Jordan. Your teeth are like a flock of newly shorn ewes, which have come up from washing, all of which bear twins, and not one among them has lost her young. Your lips are like a ribbon of scarlet, and your mouth is lovely. Your temples are like a slice of the pomegranate beyond your veil. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built with rows of glistening stones, whereon hang 1,000 shields, all of them shields of warriors. Your two breasts are like two fawns, twins of a gazelle, which feed among the lilies. Until the day breaks and the shadows flee away, in my thoughts I will go my way to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. O my love, you are altogether beautiful and fair. There is no flaw nor blemish in you. Come away with me from Lebanon, my promised bride. May you come with me from Lebanon. Journey down from the top of Amana, from the summit of Senir and Hermon, from the dens of lions, from the mountains of leopards. You have ravished my heart and given me courage, my sister, my promised bride. You have ravished my heart and given me courage with a single glance of your eyes, with one jewel of your necklace. How beautiful is your love, my sister, my promised bride. How much better is your love than wine, and the fragrance of your oils than all kinds of balsam and spices. Your lips, my promised bride, drip honey as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under your tongue, and the fragrance of your garments is like the fragrance of Lebanon. A garden enclosed is my sister, my promised bride, a rock garden locked, a spring sealed up. Your shoes are an orchard of pomegranates, a paradise with precious fruits, Hannah with fragrant plants and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all trees of frankincense, myrrh, and aloes, along with all the finest spices. You are a fountain in a garden, a well of fresh and living water, a streams flowing from Lebanon. Awake, O north wind, and come, south wind, blow softly upon my garden. Make my garden breathe out fragrance for the one in whom my soul delights. Let its spices flow forth. Let my beloved come into his garden and eat its choicest fruits. Okay, guys, sorry I couldn't do it. The video was just running too long, so I went ahead and split it. You'll get the rest of the Song of Solomon tomorrow. We'll finish reading it together. And I should have mentioned at the beginning that I was using the amplified version of the Bible for this narrative. I looked through several different versions, and because of all the many voices represented in this poem, it's hard to keep track of who's who. And that's why I left up the identifiers on the page as we read them. But let me just say, I really encourage you guys to read through the Song of Solomon with the version of Bible you normally read. It's really interesting to see the complex style of this book and the different versions of the Bible. And I just found this one to be more explanatory as we're going through it. Okay, I hope you guys will be back tomorrow as we finish Song of Solomon together. God bless you guys. Bye.